From the staff shakeup at the White House to that news that Senator John McCain is fighting brain cancer, there was big news out of Washington this week.
That's right, and joining us now to break it all down is Pepperdine University professor Michael Shires. Thanks so much for joining us. So Spicer's out, Scaramucci's in. What does it all mean?
Well, yeah, you can read a lot of things into it. First, it shows that Trump really does value loyalty. I mean, Scaramucci has been out there really standing behind the president and being a spokesman for him. And so that's the first part of it. The second part is, you remember this position's been open for 2 months now, and it's a really important position, so something had to happen. The president went outside of Sean Spicer and some of the other candidates that were there. That shows he wants to change his message up a little, hopefully. And so we might see an effort by the president to reach out more, I think, to the public. And, you know, it's also a really hard job. I mean, you look at it from Sean Spicer's perspective. I mean, he's got children. It's a 24-hour-a-day job. And so it really gives him a chance, I think, to get back into his own life.
Yeah, the lifespan of a press secretary is not too long these days.
Especially with this president and his relationship with the media.
Let's shift to Senator John McCain, because that was huge news coming out this week that he has a brain tumor. What does it mean in the long term and in the short run if he does not return back to the Senate, do you think, Professor?
Well, first, I mean, this is the same kind of cancer that Ted Kennedy had. So, I mean, it's very serious, and your sympathies have to go out to the McCain family. This is a very hard decision. They don't know what the prognosis and the details are yet, so he's going to take a leave until he finds out that information. And then he's going to have to make a choice about quality of life and what he wants to do. Politically, for Congress, while he's not there in the Senate, that means you have one vote of margin if it's a Republican majority. And so it's a little harder to do things. I think in the medium term, if he does resign as a result of this, the governor of Arizona is required to appoint another Republican, so there's not going to be a shift in the Senate. So I think in the long term, it's not going to change the dynamics. You might get a more pro-Trump Republican in there, perhaps, but beyond that, I don't see big changes in the long term. In the short term, it's going to be much harder for Mitch McConnell to get legislation through.
Okay, and real quick, you know, President Trump says that the New York Times is one of the worst when it comes to the fake news, but he sat down with a New York Times reporter for almost an hour. So what's the whole strategy behind this?
Well, he's very frustrated with the media, there's no doubt. But I think the interview combined with appointing Scaramucci, kind of an outsider to the media process, really is showing that the president wants the media to be able to be part of his message to the public. And he started to realize, especially with the health care kind of bogging down, that he needs public support to do this. And the media is one of the really important tools to make that happen. So I expect the president maybe to be a little more accessible to the media and Scaramucci to kind of bridge the tension between the two groups a little bit. So hopefully we'll see a more embracing White House, if you will, for the media over the next months.
Let's hope so. Thank you, Professor. We appreciate your time this morning and your insight as always.